Hello there, welcome to the interview. I'm Florence Armain. Today, I have not one, but two vibrant guests in the studio who have been very active at getting 30 young leaders from Australia and Indonesia to create opportunities to build a stronger relationship between the two nations. They go by the name COSINDI, Conference for Australian and Indonesian Youth. Hello, welcome to Beat More and Karina Akib. Did I get that right?
Spot on.
Yes, spot on.
Thanks very much for having us.
Thank you so much for coming to the studio and talk to us about COSINDI. Beat More, you're the director, founder and director of COSINDI, and yourself is a co-founder for COSINDI. So Beat, tell us a little bit, what is this Conference of Indonesian and Australian Youth?
Look, Karina and I worked together previously, and we looked around at the way that Australia and Indonesia were being presented in the media, the opinions that different people from Australia and Indonesia have about each other's countries, and we were really disappointed. You know, we live here in Indonesia, we love being here, we have a lot of friends locally, and we think that there is a real opportunity for the two countries to cooperate, to have great people-to-people relationships, great commercial and political relationships. And so what we wanted to do is build something small, our contribution towards improving the bilateral relationship between the two countries.
How do you, in your personal opinion, how is the relationship at the moment?
I mean, look, I think there's no doubt in the last year it's suffered its fair amounts of attacks and low points, and you know it's very disheartening when you're trying to create a conference like this, that a lot of the things that you hear back from people when you're talking to them on the street or whatever, that the image is negative. And what we wanted to do was, part of the reason that we targeted youth is because we think that young people have an opportunity as they become leaders to shape the way the relationship is in the future. And you know, the most important thing is that we get together now, we talk out some of the things that are less good, and try not to replicate those mistakes in the future.
And you selected exactly 30 people. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so what we look for is leadership qualities and kind of a kind of optimistic view on the future on what the relationship could be, and people that are already familiar with the relationship and each other's country. So a lot of the Indonesians have really good relationship with Australia because they studied there and they're embarking on their careers here back in Jakarta, or they're still in Australia on scholarships or doing their PhD programs. A lot of the Australians are already here working in business, in government, as researchers as well. So the one quality that they all have in common is that they're all have the potential to become really significant movers and shapers in the relationship going forward.
Any other criteria that you expect these 30 people to have in order for them to contribute evenly to the conference?
Look, I think that what Karina has just said is, the first thing is that they're dedicated to the relationship. You know, they need to show that they have this enduring, that they also have committed time to the other country, living in the other country, studying it, understanding its language. Those are obviously key indicators. The next thing we really look for is this leadership. You know, are they going to be people in the future who are lobbying with an optimistic vision of what the relationship can be? You know, not talking over the sort of the same sad talking points of barley, boats and beef, but people who have a thoughtful position towards the bilateral relationship and have an interest in making it work. Then we look to try and find an array of different backgrounds. You know, people from commercial backgrounds, people from government, people from NGOs, people from research. You know, we want to seek out the leaders from every single sector and get them together and give them an opportunity to talk.
So do you think from out of those 30 people that you've picked, do you have an even number for each of the sectors that you?
Yeah, it's quite diverse across all the different sectors, and that's something that we look for. But we are also privileged enough that all the applicants and the way we reach out to people to be part of this conference was so diverse in the first place. So it's not something that we actively had to kind of manage.
Right. This was launched last year. COSINDI was launched last year.
Yeah.
And how is that going so far? What are the challenges that you've faced and down the road?
Look, I'll tell you the biggest challenge is trying to convince people that we're right about this. You know, and I think that we're slowly having success. You know, there are some bad opinions out there on both sides, and finding people who share our vision, who want to be optimistic, who want to make a difference, that takes a little bit of work, but we're getting there. And this year, I have to say, we just have the most fantastic group of delegates, people who are really committed and who have proven themselves already to be leaders. The other really big thing is, you know, trying to yell out and get attention. Say, hey, business, hey, government, get involved in this. Young people are making a difference. Young people present a great vision for the future. Please help us out.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go for a short break and we'll talk deeper about the challenges and how you've overcome those challenges. We'll be right back.